Welcome to Small Arm Solutions. Many of you have asked about, what I think of different types of entry-level type rifles. Well, I just came across one that I'm extremely pleased with. It has an MSRP for around 800, 900 that area in there. It's manufactured by Springfield Armory. It's a company that we know very well of for, my favorite guns, M14s, M1As type rifles, the XD pistols. They just introduced themselves into the AR market probably, well, it was a SHOT Show, but they actually introduced it before SHOT Show. And what they came up with, I think, is probably one of the best put together entry-level rifles in the industry. They teamed up with BCM on it. BCM is also known for making some of the finest ARs in the industry. And there was definitely a mutual work that went into it, and what they came up with was probably this is excellent. This is called the Saint. The Saint is a entry-level carbine, definitely entry-level, but it is well suited to be any kind of a patrol carbine, any kind of a law enforcement carbine, self-defense carbine. I think it would do pretty much anything that you would think of. The part of the thing that most interested me here was the actual barrel itself. They went with a 16-inch barrel with a mid-length gas system. We've talked, and I'm sure you've seen other videos of mine, I'm a big proponent of mid-length gas systems. I think it's an excellent reliability enhancement by keeping your pressures down at the time of extraction. Residual pressures are less, easier on extraction. Slightly lower cyclic rate. I think it's a major reliability enhancement. And they also went with, instead of a 1 7-inch twist, they went with a 1 8-inch twist. So you still have the same array of projectiles that you can use, but with a little bit less wear on it. It does have a F-mark front sight base. This one here does. The handguard is the Bravo Company PKMR, which, as you can also see from the top here, you have some key mod rails on the top there too. This is an incredibly comfortable handguard, very, very well made. It's sort of got that triangular shape of the A1 and a little bit, which is something I'm quite fond of. Very, very easy to get around. We do have, of course, the sling swivel. You do have a stop in the front here as well, which is another really nice benefit. Your hand's not going to over travel it. The receivers, like any AR, are 775 T6 aircraft aluminum on both the upper and the lower. Now, these are basic guns. You don't have all the ambidextrous features that you would expect on some of the more expensive models. But again, for what this is intent and purpose was, it's excellent. The machining on this thing is incredible. I'm very, very happy. They have a 3D printing on here as well. You also have an option here for as far as your safe and fire. You have a window in here, so you can either use the 45-degree angle or the 90-degree angle if you so chose. You do have a BCM also extended trigger guard for use in adverse conditions or wearing gloves. You do have the BCM pistol grip as well. It's got a little different angle on it. This is something that they're very, very well known for, BCM is. You also have the BCM stock here, which has this full lever here. And it is anti-rattle, to say the least. It's relatively tight, but it's also there's no rattle to it whatsoever. It is probably made in the USA. The receiver extension nut is staked in place, and it is done with a machine rather than just a punch, it looks like. So it looks like they did a very professional job on this as well. You have a standard bolt carrier group, which you actually have laser etched the Springfield Armory logo on it as well. These all come with a Magpul Gen 3 magazines as well. Looking on the opposite side, we have basic AR bolt catch safety. Now the optic I have on here is the AR optic. It's a 1 to 4 power. It's one of their, you say, budget line, if you want to call it. However, I will save it for the money. I think it's a very good scope. I have it on a Aero Precision aluminum mount, very lightweight mount. It's a very, very good mount. The Saint does come with a backup sight as well, so you have both the front and rear sights that you can use, as well as optic. Now you could pull this handguard off and you could put any handguards you want on it, any of the mid-length handguard systems that you would want. None of the parts on here are proprietary, meaning you don't like the stock, you can change it. You don't like the pistol grip, you can change it. You don't like forearm, you can change it. But the way that it comes, I think for anybody who wants an entry-level rifle, you've got everything here that you would possibly need. Now looking into the inside. Now, a couple things we want to notice on the inside here. First, you'll see this little green rubber piece right here. What that does there is it allows you to adjust tension on the rear of the receiver to tighten it up if you so choose. These receivers right now are adjusted and they're tight. There's no movement in them whatsoever. The trigger group itself has a nickel boron coating to it to give it a little bit more of a slick feel to it. The buffer is a H buffer, standard carbine buffer, with a one tungsten weight that's used in the M4 series. Shown is the bolt carrier. Again, this is a standard mil-spec bolt carrier. It is magnetic particle and proof tested. Also, you'll notice it's properly staked. M16 type carrier. It does have a rubber O-ring on it as well. Again, no critiques on it at all. Very well made M4 feed ramps. The overall design of this, I just think is excellent. They did take their time. It's not just another AR in the market. It's nice to see that a company, especially as old and as well respected as Springfield Armory, is still going forward. Surprised they didn't enter the AR market a long time ago, considering the popularity. But again, they made their name on the M14s, the M1As, and of course now the XD pistols, which originally came out of Croatia, that they now have as one of their primary products. I think this rifle is going to do very well. There's probably your average cost for an entry-level carbine is probably going to be around $700 to $800. That's what you're looking at for something that's going to be good. And around $800 for this one, I think is a very, very good price. All the bells and whistles. BCM, it was certainly good they work with BCM because I'm sure they were very instrumental in coming up with some of these key features on here that make it stand out. The barrel itself, chrome lined vanadium barrel, as I said. We're going to take the Saint to the range and put a few rounds through it and see how she shoots. We're going to put a few rounds through the Springfield Armory Saint. I have to say, I think this is an incredible starter gun for around $800. This is an awesome starter gun. We're going to put a few rounds through it. As I previously stated, I believe this is going to be an excellent rifle for any new shooter. I certainly would personally recommend this as a good option for somebody who's new and wants a rifle that they can just take right out of the box. They can shoot and they can do whatever they want with it because it's already set up. And we put quite a few rounds through this thing, and it worked 100%. Extraction, ejection was all positive. It was all right where it needed to be, which I would think would be a lot due to the use of the mid-length gas system. Ammunition that I shot in this was all Black Hills 223 full metal jacket, as well as their Mark 262 Mod 1. I also had fired some other types of ammo as well, some ZQI, some HSM, a lot of different types of ammunition, and this thing fed everything without any issues whatsoever. Magazines, it has no compatibility issues whatsoever. We tried several different magazines and it worked perfectly. So again, very well thought out, very well executed, very good price, and very good options. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment and I'll try and get back to you. Thank you for watching. Please click like and subscribe. Thank you.